Harley duty paid to humour US. India is likely to lower duties on Harley-Davidson bikes as part of the package of trade measures that Commerce Minister Suresh Prabhu will offer his American counterparts in talks next week. Prabhu also said priority would be given to bilateral deals with Australia, China, and New Zealand over the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership (RCEP) trade bloc. The RCEP comprises the Asian countries besides India, China, New Zealand, and Australia, and its formation will open up Indian markets to China. We will try and address each other's, India and US's concerns. We will deal with the issue of Harley-Davidson motorcycles if they raise it, Prabhu said here on Friday. The Commerce Minister will meet the US Trade Representative and US Department of Commerce officials next week in the bid to solve the imbroglio over the continuation of Generalized System Preferences (GSP) given by the US to exports from the developing countries. Officials said India could cut the import duty on motorcycles above 1200cc to 25%, as it is unlikely to impact domestic manufacturers, while sending out a positive signal to Washington. The duty cut would not only cover the Harleys but also other bikes in that category, benefiting other high-end players such as Yamaha and BMW. GSP scheme being reviewed by the US allows many Indian exporters to sell at lower tariffs. The US has now sought to reduce the number of products covered under this program, including dairy, chemical engineering, and medical devices, unless India gives reciprocal access and curbs barriers to products of American interest. US President Donald Trump had earlier said the US had not getting nothing from India. When Harley-Davidson sends a motorcycle to India, as an example, they have to pay 100% tax, Trump said. Now, the Prime Minister, who I think is a fantastic man, called me the other day and he said we were lowering it to 50%. I said okay, but so far we are getting nothing, so we get nothing. He gets 50%, and they think like they are doing us a favor. That's not a favor. Trump had thundered. The US had recently hiked the tariffs of Indian steel and aluminum exports as a punitive measure, though they make just 2% of the American imports of these two metals. It had also contended before the World Trade Organization that India was no longer a developing country and as such could not continue its export subsidies. India has been raising the tariffs on a number of products such as cell phone parts to compel manufacturers such as Apple to shift manufacturing to India. However, this does not affect US companies as much as it does the Chinese and the Taiwanese, from whom Apple sources its parts. This report has been written by Jayanto Roy Choudhury and R. Surjamurthy in the Telegraph on Saturday 9 June 2018 in Calcutta. Thank you, and this is pratanu Banerjee.